Hello, this is Pastor Dean. I'm here in the fellowship hall at Bethlehem Baptist Church, and I want to invite our church family this Friday evening to our Poor Man's Supper and Missions Rally. What is a Poor Man's Supper? The Poor Man's Supper has its origins back during the 1930s and the Great Depression in America. It was a trying time in our country. Jobs were scarce, people were poor, and money was hard to come by. The goal of eating a meal during this time was to have a meal that was cheap and hearty. Two big goals of any meal during the Great Depression. With people out of work, they needed a meal that could feed their family, but do so cheaply. Oh, but it was a time where many people came back to the Lord, who found their strength in Him and were thankful for what they had. Over the years, the Poor Man's Supper became a Southern tradition that included pinto beans. And you don't have to be poor, rich, or anywhere in between to enjoy it, just hungry. The Poor Man's Supper gained popularity in the Carolinas and Georgia. They are often found at local churches. It started out in the Great Depression as a low-cost meal. There are all kinds of recipes for the meal, but usually pinto beans. The missions team at Bethlehem Baptist Church are serving one of the most common: pinto beans, cornbread, and slaw. As we partake of this meal together as a church family Friday evening, we reflect on God's blessings in our life. We think about those who are in need, and we keep in perspective the winning of souls, and we are thankful for all that God has done in our lives. After the meal, we will have representatives from our local community who will share with our church the need for serving and witnessing for the Lord. The missions team will also give details on all of our missionary opportunities on a local, national, and community level that our church can be a part of. So join us this Friday here in the fellowship hall for our Poor Man's Supper and Missions Rally. Hope to see you then.